Hello guys, welcome back to lecture series on linear algebra. Myself Dr. Swapnil Shinde, and today we are here back with one of the important topic from linear algebra that we mostly use for finding the rank of matrix. Okay, so it is find the rank of matrix, okay, by using echelon form and normal form. See guys, already I have explained some of the examples for the echelon form and their entire process. So your task is that to find out the rank of this matrix, okay, by using echelon form. Okay, this one is your homework. Okay, so find out the rank of matrix by using echelon form. In my today's video guys, I'm gonna explain how to find the rank of matrix with a normal form. Okay, normal form. So already I have explained what is the normal form definition and the form of normal form of matrix. Okay, so if you want you can check it into my playlist. Okay, so today's lecture we completely go for the normal form of matrix. Okay, yes, so echelon form, do it for your homework and tell me the rank of matrix by echelon form. Okay, and my today's lecture I'll explain to the normal form. Okay, and then you have to compare both of the matrix, how the echelon form look like and how the normal form look like. Okay, what are the differences between them? Okay, yes, so without further ado, let's get started on today's lecture. I'll explain to you all this matrix using normal form. Okay, yes, so first of all, always remember that whenever you are using normal form of matrix, first of all check out whether it is a square matrix or non-square matrix. Okay, so square matrix means reduce given matrix into the identity matrix. Okay, that one only the normal form of given matrix. But if it is a not non-square matrix, then accordingly you have to go as per the row or column. Okay, so this one is only the straightforward 4 by 4 square matrix. Okay, so we just have to go for the reduction of this matrix using normal form. Okay, yes, let's do it. Okay, yes, first operation, what we want the first operation here, our first operation, it says that we want the first element to be 1. Okay, that means this a11 should be 1, but it is already there 1, so you don't have to operate anything here. Okay, later on by using row operation, make this 0 and this 0. Okay, afterward by using column operation, make this 0 and this 0. Okay, similar process we are going to repeat for all other remaining elements. Okay, yes, so first our task here to make that 1, it is already there, so we don't have to do anything. We want 4 as a 0. Okay, so you cannot operate with the remaining 2 rows because they are already 0, so you have only the chance operate r2. Okay, how we are going to operate r2 minus 4 times r1. Okay, what I am doing here, I am multiplying 4 to the r1 and I am subtracting both of them together. Okay, so see that how r2 look like, 4102, this one is 4102, this one is the r2. Okay, 4102 and 4 times r1 minus 4 times r1, 4 minus 4 minus 4, 4 to the 8 and 4 3 is a minus 12. Okay, minus 12. Find out their subtraction, 4 minus 4 0, 1 minus minus 4 plus 5. Okay, minus minus plus, 0 minus 8 which is minus 8 and 2 minus minus 12, it is a plus 14. Okay, this is the updated row r2. Okay, that we want the 0 here, so let's update the row in our matrix. Okay, we are doing operation on only r2, so remaining rows it will remain as it is. We do not supposed to change any other row, only r2. 1 minus 1, 2 minus 3, it will remain as it is. r2 row we got it here, 0 5 minus 8 and 14. Okay, and the remaining row 0 0 3 1 1 0 4 2. Okay, so our first task over here. So what I have done, by using row transformation, I got all these elements 0. Okay, our next task is that apply column make this one 0 and again this one 0. Okay, yes, So how can we make this 1 0 minus 1 to be the 0? So you can subtract directly r1, okay, operation on column. Now this is the operation only on column, okay, this is the operation only on c2, okay, we want the column of c2, this I want the 0, okay. So multiply 2 to the first row, sorry, first column. We are doing operation only on column, okay, so you have to operate column with a column, column with a column, okay. Yes, so we want the operation on a column on a c2, okay, c2 plus c1. So what if I add both of them here and replace at the place of c2, okay, c2 plus c1 means minus 1 plus 1, it will be 0, okay. Again c2 I want 0, again I want c3 to be the 0, that means instead of 2 I also want 0 here, okay. So what I can do, so I can multiply r2, so you can multiply over here and then subtract here, it will be way easier, so you can reduce the elements, okay. Yes, or if you do not want, you directly go to the first, okay. So I want the operation on a c3 also, column third, okay, third column. So I want to 0 here, I want 0 here, okay. So what I can do, multiply 2 to the c1, okay, multiply 2 to the c1, c2 minus 2 times c1. See that what I am doing here, c2. So we are operating, sorry, it is a c3, c3, we are operating c3 minus 2 times c1, that means 2 minus 2, it gives us the 0 here, okay. So this is the operation on c3 also. Again we can make the 0 in same operation, okay. So I want the c4 operation on c4. Why c4? Because minus 3 I also want 0 here, okay. So if you want c4 as a 0, so what do you do, minus 3 multiply 3 to the c1, okay. So c4 plus c1, okay, c4 plus 3 times c1, okay, multiply 3 to the c1, multiply 3, so 3 minus 3, it will be the 0. So update all these operation here on the column. Make sure that c2, c3, c4, these are going to change columns, okay, these columns are going to change, but c1 it won't, okay. So write down the column which is not going to change, okay. First 1 0 0 0 1 triple 0, first column as it is, as we are not going to change anything into the first column, okay. Now changes into the second column. What is the change? c2 plus c1, that means minus 1 plus 1 0, 0 plus 5 5, 0 plus 3 3, 0 plus 1 1, okay. Yes, this one is the changes on c2. Now c3, what is the changes on c3? c3 minus 2 times c1, c3 minus 2 times c1, okay, 2 minus 2, it will be 0, 2 times 0, it will be remain as it is, okay, it will be 0, it will be 0. So if you're taking it away from this column, it will remain c3 as it is, okay. That means 2 times c1, it is completely 0, so c3 implies only c3, okay. So what we have left here, minus 8 1 0, okay, 0 0 minus 8 1 0, okay, this one will be the c3. Now what is the operation on a c4? So we are operating c4 as a c4 plus 3 times c1, okay, that means this plus 3 times this, so 3 minus 3, it will be 0, okay. So after 0 plus 14, it will be 14, so remaining element, it will remain as it is, okay, 14 4 2, 14 4 2, okay. See that what I have done. Let me repeat again. So our first task is to make 1 here and remaining element 0, okay, by using row transformation here, and use column transformation to make this 0, okay. Now so we got this one over here, okay, 1 down here 0 and front of it 0, okay. Yes, now next task is make 5 as a 1, okay. I do not want this 5 here right now, I want this one as a 1, okay. So what we can do, see that what are the possible operations that we can make 5 as a 1. That means we are going as a row transformation, okay. Apply row transformation here so that we can convert 5 as a 1, okay. So what we can do, if we replace r1 r2 3, okay. So if we do operation on r2, I want the operation on r2, which is the r2 implies r1, okay. That means we can sorry, r4, okay, we can replace these rows, okay. So if you replace 5 and this row with this row, obviously you will get the 1 over here. Okay, so let's replace this row. It is way easier guys, not that difficult. Just follow the form of our normal form of a matrix. Okay, steps of the normal form of matrix. So what you are going to do, you're going to change only R2 and R1. Okay, so operation on R2, but we are changing R2 and R4. Okay, interchanging R2 and R4. That means this one and this one, both row it will change. Okay, so remaining write down as it is 1 0 0 0. Okay, so R2 and R4 it will change. So R1 and R3 it will remain same. Okay, yes. So 0 5 R2 goes to the R4 minus 8 14. Okay, and 0 1 0 2. Okay, 0 1 0 2. See that I replace interchange 0 1 0 2 with the 0 5 minus 8 14. Okay, this is the interchanging of the row. It is completely allowed. Okay, now next task is that I want 3 as a 0 now and 5 as a 0. Okay, that means go for the row operation. So I want the operation on R3. Okay, R3 and R4. I want the both of these operation together, R3 and R4. So how can you make R3 as a 0? If you multiply 3 to the R2 and take it away from the R3, so that means R3 minus 3 times R2. Okay, 3 times R2 minus R3. Okay, so you see that R3 is a 314 and 3 times this one, 3 minus 3, it will be 0. Okay, similarly I want the operation on a R4. I want 5 as a 0, so multiply. Okay, multiply, so 5 to here and subtract it from here. So R4 minus 5 times R2. Okay, 5 times R2 I'm multiplying here. So see that R3 and R4 it will change, so that R1 and R2 write down as it is. We do not have to do anything with R1 and R2. Okay, yes, let's do it now. So R1 R2 keep as it is, 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 2. Okay, operation on R3. What is the R3? Minus 3 times R2, 0 minus 0, it will remain 0. Okay, make sure that while changing these elements you don't have to touch these elements that already you have got the form. Okay, so we do not have to change this one, otherwise you have to go back and again need to change this one. This is like the repetition we do not want. Make sure that we do not supposed to change these elements. Okay, so keep them as it is. Yes, next task is that we want the operation on R3 minus 3 R2. Okay, R3 0 3 1 4, 3 times R2 means 3 0 6. Okay, 3 minus 3 it will 0. Okay, again the 0 times 0 3 means 0 only. Okay, so 1 minus 0 1. Okay, 4 times 2 times 3 is a 6. Okay, so 4 minus 6 is a minus 2. Okay, see that what I am doing, I am doing operation on R3. What is R3? R3 minus 3 times R2, 0 minus 3 times R2, 0 0 minus 3 minus 3 times R2, 3 minus 3 0, 1 minus 3 times 0 1, 4 minus 3 times R2 means is minus 6 here, 4 minus 6 which is minus 2. Okay, similarly do it operation on R4. Okay, so what is the operation on R4? R4 minus 5 times R2, R4 minus 5 times R2, it will remain 0. Okay, R4 5 minus 5 times R2, 5 minus 5 it goes to 0. Okay, 5 minus 5 it goes to 0. Minus 8 minus 5 times R2 means it is 0 only, it remains minus 8. Okay, and 14 minus 5 times R2. Okay, so 14 minus 5 to that 10, 14 minus 10 it is a 4 only. Okay, yes, these are the operation. Okay, now see that our next task is that to make this one 0. Okay, with the help of remaining two elements. So make sure that while you're making this 0, we do not supposed to change these rows. Okay, so we do not want this one to be the 0. So what are the possible way we can make this 0? We want the operation on R2. Okay, operation on R2. So what can we do? So easily we can subtract with these two elements, but we will change. If you're going to change this one, obviously this one will change with the remaining two elements. Okay, so in such a case you have to leave this element then. Okay, why? Because if you are going to change this element, So you have to change with either this row or this row, okay? So if you are changing this element with this row, obviously this one will change with this one. So we do not want that 0 to be changed, okay? Up to 1, after what we do, 1 after 0, then 0. But if it is not possible, keep it as it is, okay? Yes, we do not supposed to change anything into here. Yes, now next go here 1, then 0, then 0, and then 1 over here, okay? Yes, but 1 it is already there, so we want the 0 here. So try make this one 0. So what you can do, you multiply 8 to the this one and subtract it from here. So operation on a, because column operation not applicable, okay? That's why I'm not processing with the column operation, okay? I'm processing with now we are going only with the row operations, okay? So operation on right now when it is there, okay, we do not have to change on R3, okay? We are supposed to change on R4. So what is the operation can be possible on R4? So we want the operation on R4, R4 plus 8 times R1. See that what it will come, okay? So that this one will be 0, okay? Okay, operation on R4, so remaining write down as it is 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 2 0 0 1 minus 2, okay? This is the R3 row. I want the operation on R4, okay? R4 plus 8 times R1, not R1, 8 times R3, guys. Okay, see that what I'm going to do, 0 plus 8 times 0 0, 0 plus 8 times 0 0, minus 8 plus 8 times 1, it is a 0, 4 4 plus 8 to the 16, okay? So you're multiplying 8 into the third row, okay? So minus 16 plus 4, okay? So you will get the minus 12, okay? So we got the 0 over here, okay? Now next task is to make this one 0, okay? Can we make that minus 2 as a 0? See that if you are going to change this element, I do not want to change this element now, okay? So I'm not supposed to change this element. So you have to operate the operation the way that only this can be 0, okay? You do not have to change these elements, okay, that already you processed, okay? So in this case, if not possible, then keep as it is, okay? Move further, apply some of the operation here and make this one is 1, okay? So I want the operation on R4, okay? 1 upon minus 1 upon 12 R4, okay? Minus 1 upon, I'm multiplying here, minus 1 upon 12, okay, to the R4. So let me write what is the matrix coming. Resultant matrix 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 2 0 0 1 minus 2, okay? Up to R3 it will remain same. R4 operation scalar minus 1 by 12 is we are multiplying here 0 0 0 minus 1 by 12 into minus 12, it is a 1, okay? See that this one we got the normal form of the matrix, okay? So later on you cannot change anything here, okay? So our main task is to find out the rank of matrix, okay? So rank of matrix means number of non-zero rows, okay? See that this one is a row 1, this one is a row 2, this one is a row 3, this one is a row 4. So every row which is having at least one element is a non-zero. So we cannot say that row as a 0, okay? So this one is non-zero row, this one is non-zero row, this one is non-zero, and this one is non-zero. And what is the rank of a matrix is says that number of a non-zero row present into the matrix, okay? So number of a non-zero row we have 4. So rank of a matrix, consider this matrix as A. So rank of matrix A is a 4, okay? I hope you all have understood, okay? Sorry, you can apply the formula, okay? Order of matrix, okay? Minus, okay? If it is a square matrix, okay? So order of matrix minus 0 rows, okay? This one is the rank of matrix. But in simple form, you can do directly number of non-zero row as a rank, and rank of A is a 4, okay? I hope guys you all have understood, okay? I have taken this example as randomly, okay? So mostly you cannot take all the random examples, might be quite sometimes confusing for us to solve, okay? Yes, I hope you all have understood guys. This is my today's lecture for finding the rank of matrix by using normal form. Your task is that find out the rank of matrix by echelon form and tell me the answer in my comment section. Okay, so I have some of the example for your homework. Do it these ones. So here guys, some of the next steps are still remaining, so we cannot say this one is directly normal form. Normal form is the completely identity form. Okay, so you can do more operation and make these two R0. Okay, so you can do it for operation on with R4. Okay, so operation on R2, what you can do the next operation, operation on R2. Okay, operation on R2 means R2 minus 2 times R4. Okay, R2 minus 2 times R4, that means 1 minus 1, it remain 1, and 2 minus 2, it goes to 0. Okay, and again we want the operation on R3. Okay, operation on R3. Okay, so what you can do operation on R3, I want minus 2 as a 0. Okay, so you can R3 plus 2 times R1, 2 times R4. Okay, so if you make this R3 plus 2 times R4, 0 plus 0, 0 plus 0, 1 plus 0 times 2, it is remain 1. Okay, so minus 2 plus 2 times 1, it is 2. So you will get entire matrix as identity matrix. Okay, but make sure that all elements from the row, okay, all at least one element from our row which is a present and non-zero. Okay, so we consider this one as a full rank matrix. So matrix of A, rank of matrix A is a 4. Okay, see that 2 step it was remaining, so you get it complete. Okay, I hope you all have understood. So this one is your entire solution for rank of matrix by using normal form. Your homework is, what is your homework? This one is your homework. Okay, your homework is to find out the echelon rank of matrix by using echelon form and compare these two matrix. Okay, the echelon form of matrix and the normal form of matrix, and tell me what is the difference between them. Okay, so this is the example I explained from the normal form of matrix. Okay, now next example. Okay, this example for your homework, reduce the normal form of matrix and find its rank. Okay, so we are having three matrix. Consider first matrix A, second matrix B, and third matrix as a C. Okay, we have three matrix, matrix A, matrix B, and matrix C. Okay, so we have to reduce this matrix into the normal form. Okay, normal form. Okay, that means identity R, or how you can reduce this one. We have 3 rows and 4 column. Okay, sorry, four rows and 3 columns. So how it is normal form look like? This is identity R for 3 by 3, and last will be 0. Okay, here you have to take, so entire you have to convert into the identity, and last one as to the 0. Okay, so similarly this one, how the normal form look like? This one is the identity IR, and next row, next column as a 0. Okay, this one is goes to the identity, and this one goes to 0. Okay, so similarly this normal form identity R and 0. Okay, so these are the normal form you have to reduce. Okay, find out the normal form of a given matrix and tell me the rank of a matrix in my comment section. Okay, this one is compulsory for you all. Let me know the rank of matrix in my comment section. Okay, and even after I taught most of the concept here, even after if you found anything confusing, difficult, or not able to understand, or having trouble into understanding, okay, let me know in my comment section, guys. I will come up with the similar videos. Okay, so that's it here for today's lecture, guys. So thank you everyone. I hope you all have understood. Comment my answer in my comment section. So thank you everyone.